Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back to watch some Boruto. This is episode 105, and in the last one, it was that cat episode, and they were like trying to capture this jewel thief, and it turned out that the jewel thief freaking had the cat eat the jewel, and that's why the cat like wasn't feeling well at that one point. What an evil guy, man. And then he was just gonna rip open the kitty to get the jewel out. Frick that guy, man. Anyways, not too much to say about that. What are we gonna get next, though? Before I get into the next one, if you are enjoying this stuff, just make sure you leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's get on to the next episode of Boruto. Let's go. Orochimaru.
I haven't been feeling that well lately.
Mitsuki. Why, what's wrong with him?
Has anything unusual happened to you?
I've been having a lot of dreams.
Having
Dreams.
If I recall correctly, they started the day I met Mr. Onoki. It was a dream of when I first saw Boruto's picture.
What else happened in the dream?
Is it possible for someone to become sick from a dream?
I'm not sure. Mitsuki clearly experienced quite a lot during the hidden stone incident.
He's actually like feeling sick, or is he just like...
affected him emotionally, and the
Yeah,
results
feeling
of it
some
may
emotional
only come
feelings
to
or
the
something.
surface right now.
I wonder if it has anything to do with like Sekie dying.
First, as Mitsuki mentioned, we'll go back to his memories of when he met Mr. Onoki.
Man, this dude's got no
It seems that
privacy.
This man is lost somewhere in the village. They want us to help with the efforts
Just
to look for him.
analyze his memories.
Onoki is a land of Earth, huh?
This thing called will is complicated.
It seems Mitsuki was unsure of his will. He had even been questioning
We
his
had
own
we had a
memories.
very, very long arc about
Now,
that.
because of these dreams, those questions regarding his will have resurfaced. It looks like his dreams may indicate that he's getting closer to being human. In that sense, one can say that Mitsuki is maturing like a human.
Didn't I tell you he'd come?
Then he met these guys.
Look there. Fabrications.
Yes, it's true. Onoki had already created these synthetic humans, which means he must have known that such beings would eventually become interested in their will and their soul. And that's exactly why he used the word will in order to lure Mitsuki in.
So that's the reason why Mitsuki ran off with the enemy then?
They seem to be quite intrigued by Mitsuki, who's a synthetic human like they are. I wouldn't be surprised if Mitsuki felt the same way towards them as well.
And then Mitsuki actually protected them.
Sorry, Boruto. I'm going with them. Yes.
This is my
See,
will.
this is my will.
But Mitsuki...
But if that happened, it would have put Boruto and the others in danger. So, there's only one path that he could take.
Lightning style. Snake lightning.
Lightning style. Snake lightning.
I'll never forget that sound that Boruto made when he got hit by that.
No way.
That sounded like the most painful
Did that
thing
to
ever.
Boruto?
That fabrication was so defective, it had already reached the end of its lifespan.
Yes. That's why they wanted to analyze Mitsuki, a perfect synthetic human, so they could improve the fabrications. And it also seems that he was particularly interested in the one called Sekie.
Just keep quiet.
That was his friend.
Do you think Mitsuki realizes that we are the ones that encouraged him to go see Boruto?
That would be bad.
But
So-
Mitsuki's never asked us about that. I'm correct about that, aren't I?
So are they not actually his
Yes.
feelings?
And that's the problem.
Now that we know why he's in bad shape, is there any way we can make him better?
There is just one way.
And what is that?
We will have to erase his memory.
No. They're not gonna do that.
Such a shame after he's grown as much as he has.
Yes, that's why I simply cannot afford to lose him at this point. Let's keep watching. We can decide after.
I don't think they're gonna decide to delete his memories
Boruto,
again.
Don't interfere.
I thought that we were really compatible! I truly believed that! But in your heart, you were laughing at me the entire time, right?
No.
No, you're wrong about that. I really want to help you.
They were true friends.
All of you have a will. I fought because it was for Boruto. But not just for that. What I said before was meant for you. I just wanted you to stop.
Mitsuki.
Man, they didn't even get the fist bump. That was the saddest part about this.
Mitsuki, we were friends too, weren't we?
Like it's a freaking
Wasn't
movie.
just lonely.
Like
Someone
they're
close
watching
to him had
Boruto.
died as well.
And that left a wound deep within
They're
his
making a
heart.
reaction video to Boruto.
Something like that can push you into darkness. I've seen it happen to many a shinobi.
I wonder what else is on Orochimaru's
Mitsuki must have
computer.
been in a state of great shock.
He came on his own to meet us. He was happy to find others like himself.
Man, they're really pulling
He
a
couldn't
Naruto
ignore
Shippuden
his
with this one.
curiosity about getting a chance to
It's all
meet
the
real
flashback.
comrades. Isn't that
We're going through that whole entire arc.
Go on, Mitsuki, tell him he's wrong.
It's beyond easy to get you all riled up. Boruto!
Oh no, that's right. Now he knows that he used that, but they didn't freaking. No one really noticed except Ku, and Ku
Look,
died.
Just come out already. I know something like that couldn't kill you.
I wonder what Orochimaru has to say about that.
There are still clones of me in the research lab. So don't be concerned. We'll meet again just as before.
You're wrong.
You're the only real Mitsuki.
It doesn't matter at all if you look the same or not.
You're
Because
my
what's
Mitsuki.
really important is the will inside here. To me, the only real Mitsuki is the one who's standing here in front of me right now.
Boruto.
I look forward to our future, Mitsuki.
Yes.
So what did they think
Not
about
like
that
he
arc?
was really burned by the sun. Isn't that right? No way. Do we really have to erase Mitsuki's memory then?
No.
Will I get better?
Uh-oh.
You got too close to the sun, and that's why your heart was burned. Simply drink all this, and your body will revert
Wait.
back. But in exchange, you'll lose all your memories.
Oh. Oh, is this a new LSD? He's not gonna take that. They're gonna end. And they're not. Oh, the cat.
Come on, open up already. Sarada won't stop talking about wanting to see Mikazuki.
Hang on. Coming, Boruto.
Alright. So,
So his distress was only temporary.
Yes, although there may very well come a day when I will actually have to erase his memory completely.
ay.
I think, depending on his future growth, he might be able to overcome it. Yes, there's still so much to look forward to.
So are you saying that as a parent? Or as a researcher? Well, I guess that it doesn't really matter either way.
That's his catchphrase too. It's just all the Mitsuki's catchphrases. It doesn't really matter either way. So Mitsuki did not get his memories taken from him, but Orochimaru says that one day maybe he will have to. And this episode was just basically just a recap episode of that. They literally went through every part of that arc. Didn't they do that with another one of the arcs in Boruto? And I was just like, I could have just watched this episode. Oh, it was the one where the one before they started the tuning exams. Konohamaru and Shino and everyone, they were talking about Boruto, and they went through like all of the stuff that happened before that episode. Next episode of Boruto. Let's go. Awesome. Mirai.
Dad, I'm heading out.
That's cool that she thinks about her dad so much. She didn't even, know him. But I'm sure
Awfully late. Aren't you
she's
supposed to be
heard
on
a
Lord
lot
Seven's guard detail?
about him, especially
No,
from
I'm
like
assigned to the
Konohamaru
previous
and her mom.
Hokage. It's fine if I'm late.
The previous?
Previous.
You mean Kakashi?
And Mr. Guy, too.
Oh.
Don't expect me back for at least 2 or 3 days.
So we're gonna focus
Well,
on
just be
Mirai.
careful.
It's really interesting.
Okay. My name is Mirai Sarutobi. My mom has distinctive black hair, and so did my late father. And this is the unruly hair I'm cursed with.
This is interesting that it's being narrated like this.
I'm told that it was my father who picked out the name Mirai.
Or is she like writing this in a journal or
Why
something?
that name? Because it sounds optimistic and thoughtful? It probably just sounded like a lucky name.
I'm definitely intrigued. We found out that Kurenai was pregnant like way back in Shippuden, like, you know, fairly early on. And then later on, you know, we saw Mirai as an infant. You know, we saw Mirai after the time skip, the 2-year time skip, so when she was like about 2 years old. And now that we're in Boruto, she's a teenager, and we've seen her a couple times now, and the first time we saw her, we did get to see her fight. She does use the awesome things, so this should be interesting.
That's my grandpa, the third Hokage. His name's Hiruzen. Please make sure today's mission turns out to be a huge success. Yeah, I'm praying. Of course I'm gonna pray. Lord Seven's someone I respect a great deal, and he personally asked for me on this mission.
Wow.
No one's gonna lay a finger on Lord Six. And Mr. Guy, that's just not gonna happen while I'm around.
I can understand praying.
This is
to
so
the other
interesting, like,
Hokage, but praying to my
she's
dad
very
won't
much
get
in her
you
head.
anywhere.
Like, is she not writing this down?
Shikamaru
Is
Sensei.
this just how she is? She narrates her
odd, I've
life.
hardly
My
ever
name is
see you
Mirai
together.
Sarutobi.
Well, he really wanted to try the new burger they just came out with, so...
Although it really wasn't anything special.
I love the whole, you know, burger thing. I was thinking, because I don't eat burgers, and I'm even like, I even like don't even eat meat. I'm like a vegetarian.
Someone, right?
Yeah.
But
Lord
I
Six
heard they
and
came
Mr.
out with
Guy.
a
I'm
like a
little early,
new
though.
ghost
So I thought
pepper
I'd stop
burger
by
at like
here
Burger
to pay
King,
respects to
and I
Grandpa.
thought about
You
Boruto,
really have become quite
and
a
I was
fine
like, yo,
ninja.
maybe a
Thank
good
you,
video
but
idea
I'm still just a student compared to you,
would be
Sensei.
to
Listen, it's just
do
my
like a
dad. You don't
mukbang
have to use
video
that
or
polite
something,
tone.
and I get the ghost pepper burger.
So, you using them?
Yes, of course I am. But they're proving to be
Yeah.
quite difficult. I can't seem to use them like you do, Sensei.
But your chakra nature
Cool,
is
we
just
got
like your
3
dad's was.
people who use that.
So I don't think there's any real reason why you can't master your dad's old chakra blades.
You keep it up, Shikadai, and one day soon you're gonna get it!
I'm counting on you for that, Mirai Sensei.
Dad, come on.
Mirai
Better
Sensei.
just give up while you can, Shikadai.
Oh yeah, Sensei! The answer is bonds, right?
Huh? What are you talking about now?
The question that you gave me before. You didn't forget, did you? You know, what's the king that a shinobi should protect?
Oh, right.
Oh, that's not quite it.
The symbol for king can also be read as gem. It's a play on that saying about a flawless, unbonded gem, right? So what's precious to a shinobi is their flawless bonds.
Totally wrong.
What? Seriously, I wasn't right?
Look, Mirai.
Maybe you'll figure it out on
sometimes
this
you
mission.
overthink things. Just try and look at it more simply, that's all.
Don't worry, I'll get it right the next time.
Well, do your best.
Especially since she's
After
hanging out with
that,
Boruto.
Himawari was being such a know-it-all.
I'm jealous. I wish I had siblings.
Really? I'm jealous of you for the opposite reason. I want to hurry up and become a Chunin, so I can go on missions that are higher than B rank.
Hey, but you love your sister.
Yeah, well, guess what? The mission I'm being sent on today is so important, it's been classified as even beyond S rank.
Wow.
What? S rank? Whoa, what kind of mission is it anyway? You're just strolling around the villages along the national border with Lord Six?
And Mr. Guy.
That should be
basically
fun.
just
I
sounds
can't
like a
wait to see
leisurely
this.
Vacation, if you ask me.
Lord Six and Mr. Guy is personally handling this mission. There's just no way that it's an ordinary trip. It's completely obvious that this is going to be an extremely difficult mission.
Well, alright, if you say so, Mirai.
Let's go.
Anyway, just give it your all. See ya!
In just a couple of days, the entire Hidden League village, no, the whole shinobi world, will know of the great achievements made by me, Mirai Sarutobi, who crushed all of the foul evildoers and managed to protect Lord Six and Mr. Guy.
And Mr. Guy.
This breeze sure is nice, isn't it, Kakashi?
Yes,
Guy
I'm really glad that the weather
Sensei.
turned out to be so lovely today.
Wait,
Why
I
they
don't
dress
get
like
it.
this?
How come there isn't any tension in the air? And besides, what's with that big luggage for just a 2 or 3 day trip? Isn't that way too much to lug along? What, has he forgotten?
Wow, she
that he's a
really is very
shinobi?
much in her head.
Mirai, answer me this. Have you forgotten that you're a shinobi?
What's that?
All 3 of us are just supposed to be ordinary citizens on a trip, so we can't make it so obvious that we're shinobi.
Oh, gotta dress
right, pardon
casually.
me.
Listen, Mirai, blending into the masses is a technique that shinobi need to master.
I don't think the masses walk on their hands so much, though.
Guy, don't you think you're gonna stick out a little too much if you're doing that?
I stick out whatever I do.
Bullheaded Shrike, huh? Brings
I don't know
back
why, but I'm
memories.
really enjoying this so far.
About what?
Do you remember how back in the day you used to do those one-handed push-ups over a large post that had been driven into the ground all the time? And once your hand slipped and you fell belly first down onto the post and ended up vomiting. Well, now, when I see a bullheaded Shrike, all that I can picture is you, out of breath and all bent over that post.
Would you please forget about that?
What kind of conversation is this? I mean, seriously, this is a superior technique of blending into the masses. I gotta hand it to Lord Six.
This is just how they are.
So absent-minded, masking his stature as the previous Hokage. He must always be dodging evil left and right. But anyone carrying a large knapsack should be viewed with suspicion as a possible shinobi.
What's this?
That cane. Is a sword hidden inside?
Little too on edge.
What's wrong? You have such a scary look on your face.
Oh, it's nothing. I was just checking out that grassy area over there to make sure that no enemies leap out at us or anything.
I don't think that usually happens here.
Yes, you're right, of course.
Your ears are all red. They're burning.
No, they aren't! I gotta calm down. This journey's just getting started.
Yeah, just
if I wear
focus.
myself
Just
out too
clear
early, I won't
clear
be
your
any good on this beyond
mind.
S-rank mission.
I know that's not gonna happen.
Where the sacred place
I think that's
is,
just
right?
this is just how she
don't
is.
worry.
Sacred place? Sacred place?
But in real life,
Like a
just
hallowed
clear your
divine
mind a little
location?
bit. You're thinking
I knew
too
there was
much.
something big going on.
I have this problem
Maybe
too.
secret code was starting to smell like a beyond S-rank mission.
Is that it?
It is.
Secret place! Let's go!
Oh, they got the Kurama things.
Well, it was a nice challenge between friends. All right, let's try again at the next stand.
Still challenging
You're going
each
to do
other.
it again? Shouldn't we go to the sacred place?
Hold on.
My arm!
Whoa. Oh, he was
These
trying to
guys are always
freaking pickpocket
around
him.
touristy places like this.
Pickpocket.
Hey, Mirai, can you go and call a security guard for us?
There you go!
Oh, you don't even know who you're dealing with.
Hold it! Tree
Uh-oh.
right
Oh, I don't know if you should have done that.
What is this? Let me go!
I hate to say it, but
Now
I've
everyone
gotten
knows
old.
you're a
Back when I
shinobi.
was still young, I was able to punch 100. No, make that 200 pickpockets before they could even grab my wallet.
Although, to be fair, Guy, you really shouldn't punch someone before they even do anything wrong.
Yes, that's true.
Will you two knock it off already? First of all, merely grabbing that guy's arm was nowhere near enough. You should have at least broken his arm to remove the threat.
Broken his arm.
I wouldn't do something like that out of
At first, I was
mean,
gonna
not
say
God.
snap his wrist,
Actually, even
but then I
I
was
would
like,
really
okay, that
have
might be a little too
Lord
much.
Six, come
Like
on!
when he
Hey,
initially did it, I was
Mirai.
gonna say
We're
it.
supposed to be disguised, so don't call me that.
Calling him Lord Six is like announcing to the world that he's the former Hokage.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Kakashi. And Mr. Guy, too, of course.
Here, open it.
Was that a test?
Huh?
You see, they just took my decoy wallet.
Oh,
It's important to remember there are other ways besides power to
I like how
sell
he's got a
things.
fanny pack.
Well, that's just how it is.
Kakashi's in with the trends.
There it is. There's no mistake.
What?
Wait, there's what?
What's with the tree?
We finally found the sacred place.
The sacred place? It's a nice looking
Really
tree
the
on a
secret
hill.
place?
Yeah, seems so.
That means it must be extremely important, isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, extremely important.
But why?
Guy,
Right.
Mirai,
Oh, yes!
What is going on?
standing on it right now.
What?
I'm atop the sacred place that's the site of Makeout Paradise.
What? That's what it is?
Make out what? What is...
It's called Makeout Paradise. Kakashi's favorite book since he was young.
This is the very location where the movie adaptation was filmed.
Is what now exactly?
My long-cherished dream has been realized at last.
You wanted to come here for so long, Kakashi.
For a grown man to become as emotional as this, that must be one magnificent book! So then, this Makeout Paradise book, what's it all about anyway?
You want to know what it's about, huh? I can't. No, I just can't say it.
If it's as famous as you say, then I'd really like to read it too.
No, it's too soon for you.
This too soon.
You saying that just makes me even more curious about it.
Very well, then read this book. It's called Leap Out Youth. 24 hours of hot-blooded exercises.
What the?
Edited by me. And there's a companion video that lets you exercise with me for 24 hours.
24 hours of exercise?
24
It's not even possible.
hours.
Now, don't be
What is
shy.
going on?
Let's all take a commemorative photo.
Make out paradise!
Wow.
And here I thought the whole sacred
That's what
place
this was
thing
about?
was somehow related to the mission we were sent on.
We should take a nice hot soak somewhere. We are on vacation, after
Oh,
all.
hot springs?
On vacation? So you mean the whole purpose of this trip was to just go on vacation? Really?
That really was it?
Isn't there a mission that's beyond S rank?
What? Sorry, but there's no such thing as that. I thought it was strange, you being so pumped up.
Not what she was expecting.
Guard duty. It's so cold. That must be nice. Hey, he stole one. Come on, acting like a kid at his age. And Mr. Kakashi didn't even notice it.
Where'd he go?
Where did he go?
You're gonna catch a cold.
Oh yeah, come inside and eat with us.
You didn't even notice when Mr. Guy stole your tempura.
Tempura? Oh, that. I've never really been a fan of it.
Really?
So Guy always just eats it for me. Even though at his age, he's always complaining about indigestion. Look, why don't you quit chomping on food pills and come inside? Join us.
Yeah,
No,
join us.
Thank you, but I just couldn't do that. I'm only an attendant.
At least go warm up in the hot springs. Aren't you getting cold out here?
She is getting
This
cold.
is part of my mission, so...
Watching you reminds me of Asuma when he was young.
Really?
The awkwardness that you seem to be feeling is just so like him.
Wow, I didn't know he was
Has
like
anyone
that.
told you that?
A lot of people have told me about my father before, but to be honest, it really hasn't hit home for me. He may be my father, but everybody else knows so much more about him than I do. Do you really think I'm like him?
You're exactly like him. In so many ways. The way you put on a tough front, and the stubborn sharpness you have. He had the eyes of a carnivorous beast that's hunting prey. I mean, he sure didn't look like someone on a vacation.
Not winning any prizes at the target game and all of that stuff. Was it merely part of the plan to fool ordinary people?
No way, it was all completely for real.
Huh?
Guy thought that if we won you a prize, then just maybe you might begin to loosen up a little.
Oh.
But then, that Kurama toy was impossible to get.
Lately, I've been thinking about how my generation can't ever truly be like yours was, Mr. Kakashi. The types of enemies that we encounter these days are armed bandits, or at most, degenerate shinobi.
They're
There's
softies.
just no way that catching petty bad guys like that is going to allow us to surpass the previous generation.
Well,
I mean, I know that being at peace is a good thing.
there's definitely
It's
the
just in
the
an
threat
age
of some
peace like
really,
this,
really,
I wonder what
really
point
tough bad
continuing to be a
guys
shinobi serves.
I see, so that's why you were so
in this
enthusiastic
current
this
generation.
afternoon. You were hoping this mission would let you leave your mark and win some recognition, weren't you?
Yeah, that was
sounds
exactly
about
it.
right. I'm going to take a long hot soak, and then I'll complete this mission.
That sounds like a great idea.
Now I'm beginning to have some regrets that this is all going to be over in just a couple of days.
Oh, well, I believe that I told him this mission would take 20 days.
20 days?
Is it possible that when we said 20 days, you misheard it as 2 days?
There's no way. You got everything
yeah, I thought
wrong.
as much.
No, the thing is, the number 2 just kept sticking in my brain. With all the running around and packing and praying at my dad's altar and stuff, 20 days somehow turned into 2 days in my mind. What am I gonna do? I only packed clothes for 2 days. What am I gonna
That's
do?
why he
What am I
packed a
gonna do?
bunch, and she was like, "Oh, that's too much for."
You know what? For now, I'm just gonna take a bath.
Yeah, she's been overthinking this whole time,
Quite an
man.
unlucky girl, aren't
Too
you?
much. When you overthink, you make silly mistakes like
Look,
that.
we'll be crossing the border between nations tomorrow and entering the land of steam. Just bear with it till then, okay? Good night, Mirai.
20 days? That's insane.
The land of steam. The land where my father's killer was born.
Oh, wow. So she knows a little about Hidan then. Well, that's interesting. I am actually enjoying this quite a bit. In this episode, it was coming from the perspective of Mirai, and she was just very, very much in her head. I initially thought that maybe like she was writing in a journal or something, because it started like with, "My name is Mirai Saratobi." So it's interesting. I just feel like we haven't had like a narration like that. Like we've been in characters' heads before, but it was just the way it was narrated was very different. But a very, very fun episode, hanging out with Kakashi and Guy, and they went to the freaking the place that the Make Out Paradise movie was filmed. That was funny. But yeah, Mirai's just very, very much in her head. She thought that this trip was only going to be 2 days. That's why she thought Kakashi overpacked, when really he didn't. When really it would seem like he underpacked, because all he has is a backpack for 20 days. So yeah, I wonder what else is going to be happening here. At the end, Mirai was like, "Oh, the land of steam, where my father's killer was born." I wonder where this is going to be going, though. And yeah, Mirai does think about her dad a lot. Obviously, she never got to meet him, so she doesn't know all that much about him. And Kakashi says that she is, you know, like how he was when he was young. I mean, as a viewer, we don't really know that because we didn't really spend time with young Asuma. But apparently, according to Kakashi, he was very much like that as well, like putting on a tough front and stuff. You know, I always viewed him as, you know, being tough and everything. But yeah, this is interesting, and I'm having a lot of fun so far watching this arc. So I can't wait to see where else it goes. And let me know what you guys thought about the episode. And if you are enjoying this stuff, make sure you give a like. That would be very much appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.